In a stunning reversal that has sent shockwaves through Hollywood and Wall Street alike, the bidding war for Warner Bros. Discovery, WBD, has come to an abrupt end. Netflix, once the front-runner to absorb the home of HBO and DC Studios, has officially walked away from the negotiating table, clearing the path for David Ellison's Paramount-Skydance to take control of the media giant. The $83 billion hard pass. Just months ago, it seemed like a done deal. Netflix had reached an $83 billion agreement to acquire WBD's studio and streaming assets, a move that would have united the world's largest streamer with the prestige of HBO Maximum. However, the tide turned when Paramount-Skydance submitted a rival all-cash offer that WBD's board eventually deemed superior. Faced with a 4-day window to match Paramount's sweetened $31 per share bid, Netflix co-host Ted Sarandos and Greg Peters issued a joint statement on Thursday afternoon confirming they would not raise their offer. "We've always been disciplined," the executive stated. At the price required to match Paramount-Skydance's latest offer, the deal is no longer financially attractive. Why did Netflix fold? While Netflix stock actually jumped 8% following the news, as investors cheered the company's fiscal restraint, the decision marks a strategic retreat. For Netflix, acquiring WBD was a nice-to-have, not a must-have. The streaming giant plans to pivot back to organic growth, announcing it will still invest roughly $20 billion in original content this year alone. Reports also suggest that regulatory hurdles may have played a role. Netflix faced intense scrutiny in Washington, and recent meetings with White House officials reportedly did little to ease concerns about the massive consolidation of the streaming market. The new Hollywood empire, Paramount plus Warner Bros. With Netflix out of the way, David Ellison is poised to become the most powerful man in entertainment. Unlike Netflix's plan, which would have seen cable networks like CNN and Food Network spun off into a separate company, the Paramount-Skydance deal is for 100% of Warner Bros. Discovery. This merger will unite two of the big five legacy studios under one roof. The combined entity will own theatrical powerhouses, Paramount Pictures and Warner Bros. Pictures. Streaming giants, a likely merger of Paramount Plus and the remains of Max. Broadcasting and news, CBS, CNN, and the Turner Sports Networks. What's next? The deal isn't officially closed yet. Paramount has agreed to a massive $7 billion regulatory termination fee if the merger is blocked by antitrust enforcers, signaling their confidence in getting the deal past the Department of Justice. Meanwhile, WBD CEO David Zaslav has expressed excitement about the partnership, stating that the combined company will create tremendous value and continue telling the stories that move the world. For fans, the big question remains, what happens to our favorite shows? With Paramount taking the reins, we can expect a massive restructuring of how DC, Harry Potter, and HBO content is distributed in the coming years.